James, how are you?
Good, Paco.
Good to have you here. I'm doing well. Halloween. Got some great art in back behind us. My son was here on Tuesday or Monday when we did the trunk or treat, and he played with the marker. So
Nice.
but great to have you here. Talia nominated you for the weekly interview. The goal is get to know each other at a different level, especially because a lot of us just don't have time to talk to each other. We're busy with our day-to-day work. So we do some fun questions, and then also want to know just about yourself, something that you want to share out there with people. So tell us, James, tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Well, I'm James. I've been here since 2013 at Tel Vista. This is my first and only job in the great state of Texas. I moved here from Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, that year, 2013. And, started with the Verizon Fios contract, stayed with the contract, but went through the Waha. Actually, we went through an earlier version of CSSC before I went Waha. So we were doing some customer service billing, still for Verizon Fios, and then had the opportunity to go work from home. So I did that for probably over a year. Came back into the center for Fios. I guess it was called Fios University. I guess my numbers were not where they should be, but when I got back into the center, we got that back up to where they needed to be, and I was able to move over to the global IHD project. So did that, and then went from global to ESG escalations, and doing that, and now certified as a Verizon trainer, so helping out with the new Fios class.
Great, excellent. I bet that everybody's happy to have you there. So let's get a little more on the personal side. So why did you move from St. Louis to Dallas?
Well, some things changed. I already had my mother, my two sisters, and my nephew that had moved here. And I was the last one left well, not the last one left, but I was still in St. Louis and had been thinking about moving to Texas for, a number of years. So I was working with AT&T at the time in St. Louis, and then that ended. My job ended there, so it was a better opportunity for me to go ahead and pick up and move at that time.
Okay, great. So you wanted to be with the rest of the family here.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Timing worked out good. Good.
Yeah.
What do you like better, St. Louis or Dallas?
Well, the thing about St. Louis is you can get anywhere just about in 15, 20 minutes. Not quite that way in Dallas, yeah. And you don't even have to necessarily be on the highway in St. Louis to get there in 15 to 20 minutes. But so, this is a lot more spread out, the DFW area. But the good thing about it is I've been here almost 7 years and have not yet explored half of the Metroplex. So I still got a lot of...
There's a lot to see and do.
That's right.
Who has better barbecue?
Oh, St. Louis, hands down. I'm sorry, but that's... Yes,
St. Louis better barbecue, huh?
We have...
Cover your ears, guys, if you're from Texas. Because I don't think anybody will believe that, but I've tried it and I would agree with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. Well, let's get to some questions. What's your favorite color?
I believe I would say if I had to choose blue.
Blue? All right. What about your favorite food?
I'm a wing guy. I like my lemon pepper wings, my buffalo wings. So, yeah, I think if you go to a sports bar restaurant, if they don't have good wings, then it's probably not a nice place.
Not a nice place. So what place do you recommend here?
I would recommend, I always tell everybody to go to Hourglass.
Hourglass.
Yeah,
okay.
They have good lemon pepper wings from there, yeah.
So we tried wings that I love, some lemon chipotle or something like that at Ojos Locos. Really good.
I haven't been there.
Oh, we're gonna take you there. You like it? Yes,
Yeah,
you like it. It's a good food, good environment. But everybody keeps telling about Hourglass, so now I want to go check it out.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite season?
Favorite season, I would say I like about the first couple of weeks of each one, and then you get used to that, and it's like, man, I can't wait until the next one starts up.
So you're done with fall, and you want winter to start.
Well,
now.
see, I would say I like the first few weeks of each season except for winter, maybe.
Okay.
But I mean, a little snowfall. I'm from St. Louis, so it never hurt us there. But here, it's like, man, I don't wish snow on anyone here.
Everybody forgets how to drive.
Yes, yeah. So here, first three. I mean, let me see, spring, summer, fall, are like the advent of those seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's pretty good. Who's someone that you look up to in your personal life?
My personal, I have a lot of people. I would say my big sister, Kim,
Okay.
who I live with now. She actually is just a couple of years older than myself, but she retired from her career job so that she can work for herself. And she's doing that now. Basically wholesaling, flipping, but she's got her hands in a lot of different things. But yeah, she has made a big sacrifice to do that, but it's really starting to pick up for her.
That's good.
It's rolling for her.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Yeah.
Is that something that you want to do too, eventually, or?
I wouldn't mind considering. I mean, she's going to need help with what she does as she continues to grow. So I will be there to help in any way I can with her.
Great.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's talk about now someone that you look up to here at work.
Okay. I got a couple of guys. I mean, quite a few people. I think before we mentioned, we had this conversation. I mentioned Gary Breed and Gary Foster. It's two guys I look up. Not,
G's, huh?
Yeah, the two OGs. But not that they are directly taking me under their wings, but it's just people. I'm one of those observers from afar.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, I like the way he did that, or I like the way he handled that situation. So
Nice.
I'm kind of learning from that.
Nice. Great. What is your goal in 5 years from now? Something that you're working towards?
Yeah, keeping in mind with what my sister is doing and has done, one of my big goals is to get debt free, which I mean it's kind of generic, but if that can happen within 5 years, then that would be just a dream for me.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know you mentioned how you were able to do. I mean, that kind of inspired me. How you were able to do what I'm attempting to do.
Yeah, it was a challenge when we moved here a little bit over 2 years ago, almost 3. Had a house in Tulsa. It sat on the market for almost a year, paying there, paying here, utility. Couldn't do it, so had to credit card, loan, and it became a massive thing. But consolidated it all and closed all credit cards, and then just started paying that off. Boom, and should be good by January.
So your debt was out of necessity. It's good thing for those credit cards. It wasn't a whole bunch of stereo equipment and souped up my car.
Well, I mean, I had that not at this time. I had that before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's definitely, it feels good, and now I close the credit cards. I don't think I'm gonna open them unless I know I can pay them off right away.
Smart man.
Which it's not easy.
That's right.
But that's a good goal. I like that goal. Does pineapple go on pizza?
I got flack for this question. In the newsletter, people are about to really come and get me. But my thing is, it can, and if said pizza is there and it's the only one there, I would gladly eat it. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't order it that way, but it certainly can go on pizza. And it puts me in a Thanksgiving ham type of mindset.
Yeah. Well, pepperoni, pineapple, green bell peppers, Canadian bacon. Try that.
Yeah, I think
Try that.
I
Yeah.
think it sounds palatable. I could give
Some
it a shot.
sriracha on top.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of
that's
flavors.
my thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
You get everything. You get sweet, salty, some vegetables with the bell peppers so that you don't feel guilty afterwards.
How about you order it, man? You let me know when you have it, and I'll come.
I'll order some for next week. How does that sound?
All right.
That's a good idea. 80s or 90s?
Music or movies or just the
In
decade.
general, yeah.
I remember more about the '90s because I was born in '80. So, but I love the '80s, but I would have to go with the '90s just because I was
You remember
more
that.
conscious here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Recommend a movie for us.
So, yeah, I was just talking with Philip about that a little while ago. The movie I recommend, especially with his fancy setup here, is Four Rooms.
4 Rooms. And are you an Android or iPhone?
I have a very cracked Android.
Me too, man. But you mean the screen is cracked, or you actually?
The screen is very cracked.
Yeah, mine too. Mine
Yeah.
too.
But what are you gonna
But
do?
I like Android because then you can do the developer settings and all that stuff to it too, and
Oh.
some cool stuff with that. Who do you want us to interview next?
There is one person that I would like to get to know more about. My good supervisor, Mr. Floyd. If you get him back here, I think that'll be a good interview.
We'll surely get him back here next week.
Cool.
All right, James. Anything that you want to say to anybody else? Eat your vegetables. Stay in school.
Stay in school and hi Jeremiah. No, that's it. Thank you, Tel Vista. Thank you, Verizon, and thank you, Paco.
Thank you, James.
Appreciate it.